States and Union Territories. The Union Territories include Chandigarh, Puducherry, the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Lakshadweep, Daman and Diu, and Dadra and Nagar Haveli, Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, and NCT Delhi. Rajasthan is the largest state of India with an area of around 3,42,239 square kilometers. Goa is the smallest state of India with an area of about 3,702 square kilometers. Uttar Pradesh is the most populous state of the country. West Bengal has the maximum population density, about 904 per square kilometer. Kerala is the most literate state of India. The northeastern states of India are known as the Seven Sisters. Superlatives. Leh Airport in Ladakh is the highest airport. The longest beach is the Marina in Chennai. The largest church is Saint Cathedral in Goa. The largest cinema is Thangam in Madurai. The largest desert is Thar in Rajasthan. Goa is the smallest state. The highest place of rainfall is Mawsynram in Meghalaya. The longest dam is Bhakra Nangal in Punjab. The highest mountain peak is Nang Parbat in Kashmir. The largest tribe is Gonds, Madhya Pradesh. The largest stupa is Kesariya Stupa in Bihar. IGNOU is the largest open university in New Delhi. INS Vikrant is the largest aircraft carrier. Famous people in India's history. Tipu Sultan was the tiger of Mysore. Shivaji was the most powerful Maratha leader. Krishna Deva Raya was an able general and ruler of Vijayanagar. Babur was the founder of the Mughal Empire. Akbar was the greatest Mughal ruler. He regarded all religions equally. Ranjit Singh united the Sikhs and ruled for about 40 years. Maharana Pratap was the Rajput king who had a brave horse called Chetak. Bal Gangadhar Tilak declared, "Freedom is my birthright." Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose was the founder of the Azad Hind Fauj. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the independent India's first president. Architects of modern India. When our country gained independence on 15th August 1947, we had been too long under the foreign rule to be able to rule our country. But some great men and women with a vision framed the constitution and other necessary infrastructures. Hence, they are called the architects of modern India. The first in India. C.V. Raman was an Indian physicist who got the Nobel Prize for Physics. Mother Teresa was the first woman to get the Nobel Prize for Peace. Rabindranath Tagore was the first man to get the Nobel Prize for Literature. Amartya Sen, Indian economist, was awarded the Nobel Prize in Economics. Satyajit Ray was the first Indian to get the Oscar for his lifetime achievements. Sarojini Naidu was the first woman governor of Uttar Pradesh. General K. M. Cariappa was the first Indian commander-in-chief of the Indian Army. Karnam Malleswari was the first Indian woman to win an Olympic medal. Sushmita Sen was the first woman to win the Miss Universe title. Rita Faria was the first woman to win the Miss World title. Indira Gandhi was the first woman Prime Minister of India. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was the first Prime Minister of India. Social reformers. In the beginning of the 19th century, the Indian society was suffering from social evils like the caste system, untouchability, suppression of women, superstitions, and many inhuman practices. Educated and enlightened Indians started the reform movements to get rid of the evils of the society. This awakening of the Indian culture is called the Indian Renaissance. Movements and their founders. Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Debendranath Thakur, and Keshab Chandra Sen were the reformers of the Brahmo Samaj movements. The Prarthana Samaj movement was reformed by Mahadev Govind Ranade and R.G. Bhandarkar. The Ramakrishna Mission was founded by Swami Vivekanand. The Sri Narayana Dharam Paripalana Yogam was founded by Narayan Guru. Kandukuri Virasalingam was the reformer of the Rajamundry Social Reform Association. Satya Shodak Samaj was founded by Jyotiba Phule. Swami Dayanand Saraswati was the founder of Arya Samaj. India Makers. The temples of modern India, that is, its industries, were built by these giants of Indian industry. Jamshedji Nusarwanji Tata. India observed the 100th death anniversary of this industrialist in 2004. He was born in 1839 in Gujarat and had set up India's first steel plant. Ghanshyam Das Birla. Born in 1894, he was a close associate of Mahatma Gandhi. He established the textile and engineering industries in Mumbai and Kolkata. He is also the founder of BITS Pilani. Henning Hawk Larsen. He was born in Denmark in 1907 and founded an engineering industry in 1937 in Mumbai. He was awarded the Magsaysay Award in 1976 and the Padam Bhushan in 2002. Jamnalal Bajaj. Born in 1889, this merchant prince was adopted as a child by a wealthy relative. He set up many industries in the auto and engineering sector. K. M. Memon Mappilai. Born in 1922, he started his business by making balloons. Then he made tires for bullock carts. Now, his company has become India's best-known tire maker. Dhirubhai Ambani. He was the founder of the Reliance Group of Industries. As a young man, he served as a petrol station attendant. He began his industry in 1958. Agri-facts. Indonesia is the land of oil palm. The clove bowl of the world includes Zanzibar and Pemba. Ethiopia is the country of the origin of coffee. Philippines is the home of Green Revolution. Jhum is the name of shifting cultivation practiced in India. China is the largest producer of all the cereals taken together. Brazil is the biggest producer of sugarcane. India is the world's major producer of long staple cotton. China is the largest tobacco producer in the world. Thailand is the largest producer of rubber. China is famous for green tea. Industries. Industry implies the transformation of the existent raw materials into something new. The goods, which are used as end products themselves or are utilized to manufacture more goods. India is fast occupying a strategic position in the current economic scenario and emerging as a global economic power. There are some facts about Indian industries. The first industrial policy of India was announced in 1948. The Tata Iron and Steel Company came up at Jamshedpur in 1907. It is the oldest iron plant in the country. The Visakhapatnam Steel Plant is the first plant in the shore region. The Hindustan Shipyard, Visakhapatnam, is the largest shipbuilding unit in the country. The aircraft manufacturing is undertaken by the Hindustan Aeronautic Limited, Bengaluru. The Fertilizer Corporation of India was set up in 1961. In India, the first cement factory was built in Chennai in 1904. The first successful cotton textile mill was set up at Mumbai by the Parsi entrepreneurs. The Mumbai-Pune industrial region is known as the Cottonopolis of India. The Bengal Iron Works Company, the first to produce pig iron successfully, came up at Kulti in 1874. Armed Forces. Do you know that India has the 4th largest army, the 4th largest air force, and the 7th largest navy in the world? These make up the armed forces. These are very brave people and the country acknowledges them by awarding medals. These are Mahavir Chakra, Param Vishisht Seva Medal, Paramveer Chakra, Sarvottam Yuddha Seva Medal, Ashok Chakra. Institutions and organizations. You must know something about the educational centers of excellence of India. Go through the following information carefully. IITs. The Indian Institutes of Technology are the pioneers in the field of science and technology and engineering. They are 6 in number and are situated in Kanpur, Chennai, Mumbai, Delhi, Kharagpur, and Benares. They have been founded on the patron of MIT, USA. IIMs. The Indian Institutes of Management are the world-renowned institutes of management education. They are situated in Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Bengaluru, Kolkata, and Indore. NIFT. The National Institute of Fashion Technology is a world-renowned fashion institute. It has its branches in Delhi, Bangalore, Mohali, and some other places. NID. The National Institute of Design is situated in Paldi, Ahmedabad, and is the pioneer in the field of design and related technology. NLS. The National Law School, Bangalore, is the best institute in India for legal education. Great Heritage Sites. India has many cultural and natural sites on the World Heritage List. Since 1987, the Department of Cultural and Archaeological Survey of India has been observing the World Heritage Week from 19th to 26th November every year. The Ajanta caves in the state of Maharashtra are 30 in all and were discovered in the year 1819 AD. The magnificent group of rock-hewn temples of Ellora represents 3 faiths: Buddhism, Brahmanism, and Jainism. The Agra Fort represents the first major building project of the Mughal Emperor Akbar. The most notable marvel of the Odishan art is the stately Sun Temple at Konark. The monolithic chariot temples are situated in Mahabalipuram. The church and convent of Saint Francis of Assisi, chapel of Saint Catherine, Basilica of Born Jesus, and church of Saint Augustine, etc. are in Goa. Sanchi is famous for its magnificent stupa, originally built by Emperor Ashoka. Bodh Gaya is famous for its Bodhi temple. The Humayun tomb, Delhi, is the first mature example of the idea of the garden tomb. The Khajuraho temples of Chhatarpur were built by the Chandalas. Magnificent marvels. The names of some famous buildings are St. Peter's Basilica, Big Ben, Konark Temple, Sanchi Stupa, Golden Pagoda, Sydney Harbour Bridge, White House, Buckingham Palace, Stonehenge. Test your civic sense. Mid-term elections are also known as snap polls. Grants in aid is the grant given by the centre to the states. Panchayati Raj system was first launched on 2nd October 1959 by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru in Nagaur. The Constitution of India was drafted by the Constituent Assembly and it was implemented under the Cabinet Mission Plan on 16th May 1946. Uttar Pradesh is the state from which the maximum number of MPs are sent to the Parliament. The original Constitution of India contains 395 articles and 12 schedules. The term secular was included under the 42nd Constitutional Amendment. The first general election was held in India in 1951-52. The Indian Epics. An epic is a very long, heroic poem on wars or adventures of a big hero or a great individual. The Ramayana and the Mahabharata are the two great Indian epics in Sanskrit. Silappadhikaram is a Tamil epic. The Ramayana was composed by Valmiki and the Mahabharata by Ved Vyas. The Mahabharata, with over 90,000 stanzas, is probably the longest single poem in the world literature. The Mahabharata tells of the great civil war between the Kurus and the Pandavas. Ram, Sita and Lakshman dwelt as hermits in the forests of Dandak. The central scene of the Ramayana is Ayodhya, the capital of the old kingdom of Koshala.